Why are so many men turning to the red pill? The reason why so many men are awakening to the red pill and proactively unplugging themselves from the blue pill, that blue pill matrix, is because they are finally starting to realize that they've been fed just an insane amount of lies since birth. They've been lied to. And they're finally waking up to the fact that, hey, this was a lie, this was a lie, this was a lie, this was a lie. It was all a lie. Hey, a lot of guys get red pilled through their relationship. They might have had like a harsh breakup with a woman, and then they might find like the dating community, they might find us, and then they start to learn more truths about women, about society, about life, and then they want to explore more. And the deeper they dig, the more they realize just how much they've been lied to. Okay, by that blue pill matrix, by that feminist machine, all that feminist indoctrination. And it's really not even hard to see, because you could look back at your own experiences in life and you can see exactly where you went wrong. You could take a lot of this red pill content and you can reverse engineer all the things that went bad in your life, all the things that had hurt you, all the things that kind of like went astray, all the plans that you had that were never fulfilled, and you can look back on it and now you can figure out why it didn't work. Why, like, every time I tried this, it didn't work. Every time I tried to make things work with my girl, she would just get even more like turned off by me. You start to realize why that was happening. Like, oh shoot, this is what I was doing wrong. Why didn't I know this before? Why was I lied to by all my, my parents, teachers, and society telling me to do this or be like this when it wasn't true? All right, this is why you have so many guys these days turning to the red pill, and they're finally feeling free. They're finally feeling like, what a relief. It wasn't just me, because they see other guys who went through the same thing. Oh, what a relief. I finally have the answers. This isn't going to happen to me again. It's such a relief. And they finally feel like they have vision, okay? Because when you have not yet found the red pill and you're still walking around out there, blue pill, you're walking around like a blind man with a cane. You're walking around with rose-colored glasses, right? And you're very easy to be taken advantage of. You're very easy to be influenced with thoughts and ideas that are not your own. Most of which have come from feminism, right? This is why you see a lot of guys just really still to this day espouse a lot of feminist ideas and a lot of feminist talking points, just because they're so heavily brainwashed. It's all they've ever known. It's all they've ever known. And I did a coaching video called Should You Unplug Your Friends? Should you red pill your friends? And in that coaching video, I said it really depends on that friend. How deeply have they been indoctrinated? How far have they gone? Are they already gone? Because some of your friends, it's too late to save them. They're gone, right? And I've had friends like that. They're just gone. The reason why guys seek out the red pill in the first place is because they know something's wrong. They know something's amiss. As guys, we trust our gut instincts. And when our gut instincts are telling us like, hey man, something doesn't feel right here, we have to listen to it. Okay? We have to listen to it. So a lot of guys, especially these days, with just the amount of feminist brainwashing that is out there, it's getting to the point where they're pushing so hard. I'm almost surprised they're pushing this hard, because back in the old days, like in the 80s, 90s, 70s, they were still kind of subtle about it. They're still subtle about pushing feminism. It would be like subtly here, it would be subtly there. You wouldn't see it so much. Like mainstream media would subtly push it, whether it's through a movie, TV show, or some advertisement or something. They would like be subtle about it. Now it's like blatantly in your face. It's like, you better accept this. If you don't, you're a misogynist. Okay? You're a misogynist. You're a woman hater. That's what you are. Okay? I'm going to call your boss. I'm going to call your work. I'm going to get you fired. They threaten you with your job. So now it's like blatantly in our face. And now guys are finally like, you know what? Shut up. It's like enough of this. Where before we're like, okay, yeah, it's fine. Women got to be empowered too. It's cool, girl. Now we're like, shut up. This has gone far enough. We know something's wrong. Now we're starting to wake up. We're starting to stand up and we're starting to band together. At least guys who are in the red pill, we're starting to band together and we're starting to go, hey man, something's wrong. This feminism shit is bad for you. It's bad for society. It's bad for families. It's bad for men. It's bad for young boys. It's bad for women. It needs to end. This shit needs to stop. And people are starting to vote with their feet too, like even with their wallets. Like a lot of these movies, what was the one that came out? The Ghostbusters a couple of years ago. People that nobody wanted to watch that shit. And lately the Star Wars franchise is crumbling, right? They're not as profitable, not nearly as profitable as they used to be, right? Their profits have been cut in half. They're just not selling merchandise like they used to. Why? Because people are finally waking up to it and they're going, enough of this shit. I don't want anything to do with it. You know, sell that shit to your SJW bullshit crowd that wants to buy it. I don't want any part of it anymore. I told you guys, I've stopped watching movies a long time ago. I haven't been in a movie theater in over 10 years. You know, when I started to see the indoctrination and it just went too far, I'm like, I'm just sick of this. It makes my stomach feel sick. And it makes me sick that they're like literally like putting this bold face in front of us trying to get us to buy this shit like we're stupid, you know? And unfortunately, too many people are stupid and they do buy it. Right? Because I still get guys like, especially when I have guys like hating on it and going like, yeah, it's fine, man. You're just being too extreme. It's like, no, jackass. It's gone too far and it needs to stop. Okay? It needs to stop. But like I said, the beauty of the internet is that more and more guys are awakening and doing research and figuring this stuff out for themselves. They're finding channels like mine. You guys are sharing my content, which I love. Thank you very much. Share it with more of your buddies that are ready to be unplugged. And we're just forming our own faction, really, right? We're forming our own unit. And we need to. We need to as men to protect ourselves, to protect the boys of the future, to protect masculinity, to protect even, dare I say, humanity, right? Because humanity, society, it does not work without men, okay? It does not work without men. If feminists had it their way and we just extracted men from the planet, right? If we like literally say all men on the planet, including young boys, anybody with a penis, we leave the planet for say a month, right? Say we left the planet for 30 days. By the time we come back to Earth, the planet would be destroyed. I'm not even kidding. It wouldn't even take 30 days, probably take a week. There would be famine everywhere. People would be starving to death. I mean, the place would be in shambles and the planet would crumble. Whereas if you did the same where you extracted women, right? If you extracted women from the planet, anybody with a vagina for 30 days, when they came back, there would be a much better Earth, right? We would have a lot more technological progress. We'd probably have like time travel just because now we wouldn't have like female distraction anymore, right? For 30 days, we could get a shit ton done without women around. Whereas if it were reversed, women would destroy themselves. They would destroy the planet if men were not here. That's the truth. When it's us here as guys, we can function without women. We would get a lot more done. And the reason why we have not progressed as a society technologically and advanced even further, you think we have advances now, but the reason we have not advanced even further is because, like I say, at the end of the day, women are huge distractions. Huge distractions. So it's harder for us to get things done. Harder for us to get things done. But the positive in all this feminist indoctrination is the fact that now we have an actual faction, an actual community. We have an actual force that we're building, right? We have an actual rebellion, dare I say, against all of this leftist indoctrination and brainwashing that we've gotten since birth. We don't want it anymore. And guys know, like I said, instinctually, you feel your gut instinct telling you something. You feel your soul like hating you, right? Before you found this red pill content stuff, you know, you were starting to feel your soul like turn on you and hate you. Like, why are you buying into this stuff? Why are you trying to make me more feminine? Why are you hiding me? Why are you hiding your masculinity? Right? And now that's coming to an end. I really, truly believe that's coming to an end. You know, this is a movement that we've got here that is very special. The red pill community is something that's very special. The only thing I wish these guys especially some of these guys with these bigger YouTube channels would do, and even these guys with these smaller YouTube channels. Stop attacking each other, stop bashing each other, stop acting like little girls and creating drama just to bring attention to your own channel, to try to pump your own subscriber base because you don't have good enough content for it to stand on its own. You know, that's one thing I can't stand, when I see people in the community just calling each other out and bashing each other publicly, right? They're just airing their dirty laundry publicly, no different than a woman, right? It's like a big soap opera. Like two little bitches arguing with each other on YouTube. It's so pathetic. Like two little children on a playground. Like not acting like men, but acting like little girls, right? That's not how men act, right? If you have a problem with another content creator, you can contact that dude privately. You don't have to air it out in public. But the reason why you do that in public is because you're a little bitch, right? You're a little bitch. You're trying to bring attention to yourself, no different than an attention whore. You know, stop acting like a little girl. Stop playing grab ass on the internet and start being a man, right? Fight the good fight. You're either with the movement or you're against it. Stop trying to create these, this inbreed fighting amongst each other. Because that's what feminists do. That's what Democrats do. There's a lot of like inbreed fighting. I mean, even with Republicans too. But your movement's not going to go anywhere as long as there's constant fights internally. Okay, it's just like a family or a team, right? If you guys are constantly fighting internally, it's never going to go anywhere. And back in my football days and my playing days, I remember I was a part of a couple of teams where it was constant drama. These guys, like big football players, big guys, you know, it's like all they constantly did was argue with each other, you know, and I didn't want to be part of it. I was like, I want to go to another team. This is just like so much friggin' drama. It's pathetic. I just want to play football, right? I always had my focus straight. It's like, I just want to play football. I don't want to deal with all this other crap. You know, it's like, I don't want to play grab ass here. I don't have time for it. I just want to play ball, you know? And it's the same thing with like doing these coaching videos, right? I just want to create content. I don't want to play grab ass. I just want to create my value and my content and let it speak for itself. I'm a capitalist. I love capitalism. I love the free markets, because in the free markets, the best products get lifted to the top while the worst products sink to the bottom. And you can see when I put out my content, the amount of views I get, the amount of subscribers I get per week, the insane amount of high likes to low amount of dislike ratio I get on each of my videos. It's insane. My work speaks for itself. I let my content speak for itself. The last thing I'm gonna do is try to piggyback on another YouTuber's Red Pill content channel and try to like call him out and pull him down because I disagree with this. And I'm gonna like pull him down, create drama and more attention for myself, so maybe I could piggyback and get some of his subscribers. That's the last thing I'm gonna do. Why? Because I'm not a little bitch. Only little bitches who don't believe in their content do shit like that, right? You can't stand on your content alone. That's why you have to go attack other people, because you don't believe in what you're saying yourself. Because if you did, you would just keep dishing your content out there. You did. Anybody who builds a channel like that, where your whole channel is based on like attacking another channel or trolling another channel. I've seen a lot of like these troll channels, and their whole channel is based about like trolling other people or trolling celebrities. That's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life. And a lot of these, I'd say most of them are run by guys. It's pathetic. Mostly like young guys, like early 20s, you know, and I'm just hoping they grow out of that stupidity, because, you know, you might think like being this toxic, negative little worm is going to bring you success, but really, you have to understand, we live in a karmic universe. So the negative energy you throw out in the world comes back at you times 3, comes back at you threefold. Okay, you might think you're on your high horse, like I'm the one who's right, but you're putting negative energy out there. It's gonna come back at you times 3. That's just not how men behave. Men don't behave that way. I wasn't raised that way, so that's why I don't do petty shit like that, right? That shit is so petty. And as I always teach my alpha male students, you can judge the success of a man by the things that bother him, right? You can judge the success of a man by the things that bother him. So if you see like somebody getting triggered by a YouTube video and like just leaving like a 5-paragraph hateful comment below, you could judge the success of that person, male or female. You already know they're unsuccessful, right? They're unhappy, they're miserable, they have no life, no friends, no family. That's why they have the time to do shit like that. Because people who are happy people who are successful, people who have families, have better things to do, the last thing they're gonna do is get triggered by some YouTube video. They're just gonna be like, oh yeah, whatever. I'm that way. Okay, but 20 years ago when I was in a dark place, I would have probably done something negative and toxic and wormy like that. I don't even know back then I would have done that actually. I don't even think I would have done that back then. I might have thought about it. Whereas nowadays, there's not even a thought that crosses my mind like, yeah, let me go ahead and respond. No, I don't even think about it. I'm like, that's your life. Those are your values. Those aren't my values. I don't do shit like that. That's why I'm thriving in life, right? There's the failing stage, the coping stage, and the thriving stage. In order to get to the thriving stage, it takes a lot of work. And these guys are forever stuck at the failing and coping stage. They'll never get beyond that. You can't get beyond that being a negative, toxic little worm or having a troll channel, right? Some of these troll channels I see on YouTube are pathetic. I mean, it's like they're not even funny. I just feel so sorry for the person creating it. And it's like, these guys generally have like massive subscribers too, like 400, 500,000, sometimes 1 million subscribers. And it's like, wow, you found 1 million other low-life dudes just like you who are negative and toxic, and you're just all together in this like negative, toxic, wormy little universe trolling people. It's pathetic. So pathetic. And these guys actually think they're winning at life, and it's sad. It's sad, like their whole lives are centered around getting their 2-second little dirty high of trying to make themselves feel better about themselves at somebody else's expense. Okay? It's pathetic. All right, that's what happens when you come from a weak household where you didn't have a male role model and you were probably raised by a single mom. That's what happens to you. So that would probably be the only thing that I don't like about the red pill. And it's not even so much the guys in the red pill, it's like I said, it's the content creators, you know, or any other pill for that matter, blue pill, black pill, green pill, turquoise pill, right? All the other content creators who are just using it as an opportunity to attack other content creators in order to build their subscriber base, yet call those other guys out as being scams. Who are you kidding? Who are you bullshitting beyond yourself? Because really, you're just lying to yourself if you can't see what you're doing. Pathetic. Pathetic. If I had a son like that, I would smack his ass in the head. I'd be like, you are so pathetic, son. I am ashamed to be your dad. Pathetic. I mean, my dad, like, he doesn't agree with the pickup stuff. He always wanted me to get married. He doesn't agree with the lifestyle, but he sees the impact that I have on my subscribers. He's seen these guys, like, we were at a Five Guys, and literally we're getting our food, and then one guy like sheepishly like came up to me and he was like, you're M. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, my dad. And he was like, can I get a picture, dude? And I'm like, yeah, man, I'll take a picture with you. His girlfriend takes a picture, it's like this. My dad's like, wow, you know. And then he was like, oh, you're his father? I was like, yeah, that's my son. And he's like, oh, your son has like saved my life, and oh my gosh, da da da. My dad sees all the thank you emails too. He sees all these guys like thanking me for saving them and teaching them, and oh my God, I'm so glad I found your channel. So he sees the value that I add to these guys' lives. So even though he doesn't agree with the lifestyle, he is like, wow, you're having a huge impact on these guys' lives. A lot of these guys who never had dads, he's like, that's amazing. He's like, that's amazing. I'm really proud of what you've been able to accomplish. Right? But imagine if I had a little troll channel, I would be so embarrassed. If I had one of these troll channels, or if my dad saw a video of me trying to call out another content creator, like, he said this, and I totally disagree, and he's a scammer. My dad would be like, what are you freaking doing? Are you a girl? Are you a girl? Like literally, my dad would yell at me like that. Even me being as old as I am now, and my dad being as old as he is, he would still talk down to me like that. He was like, are you a girl? Did I raise you like that? What if one of our family members see that? That's embarrassing. Take that down YouTube. Yeah, he would literally say shit like that. Or these guys, I guess their dads have no problem with them acting like toxic little worms. But if they had a father, which I doubt they did. Anyway, that is the only thing that bugs me about the red pill community right now. It's just the fighting, the inbred fighting. And, you know, it's especially these guys with these huge channels that are like, well, I don't agree with this guy. It's just pathetic. I will never do that, guys. I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to name names. I just don't do that. It's not part of my value system. So anyway, that's all I have to say for today's coaching video. I'm just really happy about this community, and I'm happy about what's forming outside of what I just talked about with all the inbred fighting. You'll never see me do that, by the way, guys. I'm just here to add value to your lives. I'm just gonna dish out this red pill content over and over, and it's all coming based on my own personal infield experiences that I experience when I'm out there gaming. As you guys know, I'm a pickup artist. I'm one of the best in the world, and I'm constantly out there living this stuff, seeing this red pill stuff play out for myself, right, in field. And I'm just delivering those lessons to you. That's another thing. A lot of guys are like, that's my content, that's mine. I'm like, no, dude, I don't watch any other red pill channels, so I have no idea who you are. I don't, and I've mentioned that before. I'm not gonna get into it here, but I don't watch any other red pill content creators. I don't watch any other pickup artists or any MGTOW channels. I don't follow any of them, okay? Said this a number of times. The only channels I follow on YouTube are real estate channels and stock market investing channels. That's it, because that's something that I could still get better at. I still feel like I could grow at these things, and I've learned enough pickup. There's nothing that any girl can do these days that will shock me, right? I don't need to come home and watch more pickup videos. I just don't need it anymore. I don't need to watch red pill content creators like YouTube channels when I'm out there experiencing it for myself, and they're up here in like the command tower, like hiding, behind their microphone and fake like cartoon YouTube profile. They're not even showing their faces. That's another thing. It's like all these guys who attack other YouTube channels always hide. Like they can't put their face in front of the video. It's pathetic. They're such cowards. They're such pussies. Now you wonder, like, it's so pathetic. I would hate to be their dad. I would be so ashamed of what I've raised. Anyway, like I was saying, I don't watch other people's channels. Sometimes you guys send me links. If I see the link pop up more than a few times, I'll click on it. Even then, I'll only watch maybe 30 seconds, if that. I just don't have time. I have a business to run. I've got family members to take care of. My grandmother has Alzheimer's right now. My dog is disabled. I have to take care of my family, okay? And not only that, but my business, I've got employees around the world. They depend on me to feed their families and their children. They all have kids. Many of them have young babies that were just born, and they depend on me to deliver content to keep the business running. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna do is get involved in the red pill drama of content creators attacking other red pill content creators, or other MGTOW attacking other MGTOWs, or other pickup artists bashing other pickup artists. I don't get involved in that shit. I don't. You'll never see me do that, because it's low value, little bitch behavior. And it's worthy of a friggin' daytime soap opera. They're just creating drama, no different than women. It's so low value when you see YouTubers get into these response video battles with each other. It's so girly, man. It's insane. So girly, man. Anyway, that's all I have to say for today's coaching video. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from Alpha Male Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Too many of you guys are not yet subscribed to my channel, right? And you need to subscribe. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, and anytime I upload a brand new coaching video to YouTube, you are going to be the first that gets notified. How about that, right? And all you need to do is hit that subscribe button. That way you won't have to wait weeks to get it. You won't have to try to search through YouTube to find it. You'll just get it right as I upload it. How about that? Subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot, okay? And for you guys who want to support my work, support my content, and all of this red pill knowledge I'm teaching guys even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And in order to access those premium coaching lessons, okay, you must become a premium subscriber. And the first month is only $1. So it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium coaching lessons. So definitely take advantage of it. I'm teaching you guys a ton of high value lessons that is going to change your life. It's going to transform your life. And really, this is the cream of the crop of my content. This is my premium content, right? And the only way to access it, again, is by becoming a premium subscriber. And it's just $1 for the entire first month. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It only takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.